What up, geeks and fellow Dragon Ball fans? Welcome to my first ever Dragon Ball Super review, and today guys we're going to be reviewing and discussing episode 65, Final Judgment, Supreme God's Ultimate Power. Okay dudes, before I start this review I just want to say this is by far one of the greatest episodes of Dragon Ball I have seen in a very long time. So let's take it back to the start of the episode. Alright dude, so at the start of the episode we were brought back to that familiar scene where Zamasu was born, the Supreme God. It was at this moment you could tell by the faces of Vegeta and Goku that they had no options left. Even Gowatsu was completely stunned as well as the Supreme Kai. And then suddenly Zamasu raised these arms in somewhat of a crucifix form, forming the White Ring of Light, or Gowatsu called it some sort of halo. As the situation got more intense, Vegeta ordered Trunks to get Bulma and Mai out of there. This episode showed a lot of compassion that Vegeta has for his family. This is a side of Vegeta we haven't really seen much of, and I really like this episode because it exploited that so much. Vegeta's character has come a long way from Dragon Ball Z. I mean seriously guys, the development of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super has been immense. We have seen so many different sides of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super to date, especially the emotional side of things. This guy really loves his family and has showed it so much in this episode. His compassion and love for Bulma and his drive to make Trunks succeed is intense in this episode. But anyway guys, as we progress in the episode, we've seen that Goku and Vegeta still have fight in them and they're trying to deflect Zamasu's beam of light. But as Goku and Vegeta are holding back Zamasu's immense power, Zamasu has another trump card. We should have seen this one coming dudes. He disperses these red blades from his aura and he calls this move Blades of Judgment. The situation gets extremely grim from here dudes. Even the Supreme Kai and Gowatsu are completely in disbelief from the power that Zamasu is emitting from his body. I have never seen so much destruction in a Dragon Ball episode like this one. The last time we seen this much destruction was on Planet Namek in the Frieza arc. Like I have said in my previous reaction video that I've done on episode 65, this is definitely by far one of the greatest villains in Dragon Ball history. Goku Black or Zamasu or Merge Zamasu, whatever you want to call him, is definitely going to go down as one of the greatest rivals of Goku and Vegeta. But anyway guys, as we progress in this episode, we see that this Ring of Light really does cause some serious destruction. As the last remaining survivors try to flee from the situation, one of them get completely disintegrated by this beam. This basically shows how much power is behind Gowatsu's beam of light. I have to say dudes, one of the characters that stood out for me in this episode was Yajirobe. He really showed a lot of courage in this episode, more courage than he has ever shown in the entire Dragon Ball series. Yajirobe took upon himself to lead the last remaining survivors out to safety. This was so nice to see dudes because I really like Yajirobe as a character, but seeing him actually show some courage in this episode really meant the situation was really bad. But anyway guys, going back to Vegeta and Goku, we were brought back to that scene that we seen in the preview of episode 65 where Goku and Vegeta look completely beat up and run down and they literally look like they have no options left. It was at this moment where Gowatsu stated when Goku Black and Zamasu fused, not only did the power become great, but it became forever expanding as well as having an immortal body. This really shows what kind of character Goku and Vegeta are up against, but this didn't get them down. Vegeta and Goku never gave up in this episode and they continued to fight. And then dudes, we were brought to a scene with Trunks, Bulma and Mai, and Bulma said she wants to continue repairs on the time machine so they have a way back to their own timeline. Mai asked Trunks was he coming, but Trunks says no, he wants to go back and defeat Zamasu. This is where Mai hands Trunks the Senzu beans and wishes him luck on his battle. Okay dude, so this is where the episode gets extremely intense, as if it hasn't been intense already. Now we're brought back to the scene where Vegeta and Goku are confronted by Zamasu, and Zamasu conjures some sort of demonic figure from his white halo. I have no idea what this is, but as Vegeta and Goku go on the offense, this is where Zamasu disperses another attack called Lightning of Absolution, which is a beam of lightning that comes out of this demonic figure that he just conjured from his halo. And the first victim of this immense powerful attack was Vegeta, and followed by Goku. This is where the situation was looking extremely grim. Followed by the fall of Goku and Vegeta, Zamasu continues to cause major destruction around the city, causing the whole world to literally fall apart. It was at this moment where I thought Vegeta and Goku were completely done for, but it turns out I was wrong. This is where Vegeta and Goku displayed one final burst of power to take down Zamasu. In doing so, they destroyed some sort of seal which destroyed the demonic figure that Zamasu formed. This took Zamasu by complete and utter surprise, but just made him even more angry. And as Goku and Vegeta go for one more punch, Zamasu stops both of them in their tracks and literally fracturing both of their arms. But then it gets worse. Zamasu attacks them again with the Blades of Judgment, and this is where Vegeta and Goku are finally finished. But before Zamasu could properly celebrate, in steps in Trunks. Trunks sees the situation and becomes taken over by rage. As stated by the Supreme Kai, is this the true power of rage? We still don't know the name of this transformation, guys, but we have seen some incredibly immense powers shown by Trunks in this episode. He really goes all out against Zamasu, even chopping down the Blades of Judgment from Zamasu's attack. This really caught me by surprise, guys, because I never knew Trunks had so much power behind him. Next, we have seen Trunks in previous episodes show some incredible power, but in this episode he showed more power than the combined power of Vegeta and Goku, which was incredible to see. After deflecting the Blades of Judgment, Trunks goes for one final slash against Zamasu, but Zamasu, being as powerful as he is, deflected it with his hand and then blasted Trunks to the ground. Now dudes, this is where it gets incredible. Trunks disperses one final attack for everybody that he loves, which is the Gallic Gun, and this is where the emotions come in, guys. It seems Trunks' Gallic Gun is not enough to hold back Zamasu's attack, but he is not giving up. But this is where Vegeta steps in, and oh my god dudes, we finally get to see Vegeta and Trunks team up doing a double Gallic Gun attack. This brings us back to the moment where Goku and Gohan done a joint Kamehameha blast in spirit, the father-son Kamehameha. But now we have finally seen a father-son Gallic Gun. This is definitely by far my favorite scene in the entire Dragon Ball Super series. This is a side of Vegeta and Trunks that we haven't seen ever in the Dragon Ball series, and it's so awesome to see these two characters finally show a bond as a father and son in this episode. And when the power combined, it was enough to deflect Zamasu's attack, but it was not enough to kill Zamasu. Stunned and in complete disbelief by the power that the Saiyans have portrayed in this episode, Zamasu is enraged with fury and does another attack towards Trunks, but then Vegeta steps in front of Trunks, saving Trunks' life. And this is one of the most emotional moments I have seen in Dragon Ball. It was looking like the end of the world as we know it, but for my surprise, as well as Zamasu, Goku is still standing, and Goku does one final Kamehameha, ending the episode with Zamasu and Goku having an epic beam battle. But oh my god dudes, it's not over as we get to the preview of episode 66 of Dragon Ball Super. We were all taken by surprise and completely off guard by the appearance of Vegito. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito was completely thrown at us dudes in the episode preview. Oh my god dudes, the hype is so real for the next episode. We are finally gonna see the fusion between Goku and Vegeta as Super Saiyan gods. But anyway guys, into the preview of this episode, we can see that Vegeta and Zamasu are having a very heated battle. But also dude, what I spotted in the preview, Zamasu looks like a part of him is become demonic in some sort of way. Almost half of him has become demonic, the same color as the conjured demon that came from his ring of light. Dudes, I don't know where this episode is going, but all I know, it's gonna be an incredible battle. The next episode, guys, is the climatic battle, the miraculous power of the relentless warrior. The pump levels are real, the hype levels are through the roof. Let's get ready for the next episode, guys. But anyway, that ends my review and discussion of episode 65 of Dragon Ball Super. If you dudes enjoyed my review of this episode, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and that'd be super awesome. And if you want me to continue making these reviews and continue reacting to Dragon Ball Super, it's very simple what you guys need to do, and that's sting that subscribe button, and that'd be super awesome. But anyway guys, I will see you in the next video, so peace out.